back to Little House in the Big Woods. A few days ago I was challenged in the Gales 22 challenge by Little Homestead by the Beach. So today I'm going to be answering 12 questions that's part of this challenge. So let's get to it. The first question is, what are my top 2 favorite ice creams? My favorite ice creams are homemade huckleberry. We like to go out and gather huckleberries in the summertime around July or August. You can go pick fresh huckleberries. So the kids and I like to make homemade huckleberry ice cream. The other one is fudge brownie. I'm a big chocolate fan, so I like chocolate ice cream. So next question, what is your favorite flower? Now that's really hard question because I love all flowers. For smell, my favorite flower is a lilac or a old-fashioned English rose. I love the smell of old-fashioned English roses and also lilacs. I have lilacs planted everywhere, and so they only bloom once a year, and those English roses, oh my goodness, if I can make I want to make some rose water and rose lotions and things like that out of those old-fashioned English roses. So my next one is, oh, the other thing is, for a cup flower, my favorite flower is a carnation. The reason being is because the colors last in a carnation. If I get a cup flower, and I seem to have quite a variety. If I'm having cup flowers on the table or something like that, this lasts lots longer than a rose, and they just hold their color a lot better than a rose does, and they don't smell very pretty or anything, but just for a cup flower is a carnation. Okay, next question. If I could have any animal without cost being a factor, what would I have? Well, I would have a couple horses because I would really like to have a wagon or something like that now, just because I'm old-fashioned. Kids have asked me what my favorite vehicle is, and I'll always tell them it's a wagon. Yes, I'm just that old-fashioned. And so a couple of horses to make a team to pull my wagon, to go on some trails. We got plenty of trails around here to go up and ride into. Just something for the kids to ride on. We had a horse before we moved here, but unfortunately he passed away, so the kids are really missing him, and so a good kid's horse would be another plus to our place. So, well, a couple of good horses anyways, and everybody knows horses are not cheap. So if cost wasn't a factor, it'd be a couple of horses. Okay, so next question. What is my favorite dish to make when I have company? And it's probably going to be carnitas. We like a lot of Mexican foods or Hispanic foods, whatever you want to call it. And you can use, the thin flake or flank steaks, or we like to use pork a lot. I'll put a roast in the oven or in the Dutch oven and cook it on the stove for a while and make it real tender, or in the crock pot, and so we can have carnitas, but something on the fly. We can get flank steaks, and they're real thin cut to make, and we like to put them on the barbecue and and marinate them before we put them on the barbecue. But anyways, make them, put them on some tortillas with some cilantro and the cheese and a little bit of lime and stuff. So that's really easy to make. In the summertime, we like to add some roasted corn from either the on the pit, the fire pit, or some roasted corn off of the barbecuer. So we also like watermelon to go with that too. So anyways, then we got, for winter, my favorite meal to make is pozole. Pozole is also has pork meat in it, and it has a pepper sauce. It's not a pepper sauce, but it's kind of watered down, so it's not really hot, but it makes a really good tasting, warm. It has the carnita meat and the dried peppers. You can buy like the New Mexico kind, or the dried, oh, why can't I think of the name of it? California peppers. What I do is I usually boil some water, put the peppers in there, and rehydrate them, and then I will use my blender to blend them down after rehydrated, and then I will take them and put them through a sieve and get out whatever skins didn't hydrate, so you don't got that flaky part of the hard skin in your meal. But then you add a hominy to that, and then on top, after it's done, you know, you got your spices simmered, then you put in, when you go to make it, you put in you put cilantro, onion, and cabbage, and then you can also do cut strips of corn tortillas and fry those and crunch those up in for your salad or in your soup. So it's really good. So anyways, pozole is one I like to make in the summer or in the winter time, or my family likes lasagna, and it goes a long ways. Okay, so the next question. What is my all-time favorite movie and why? I gave some thought to this, and I guess one of my favorite shows is Little House on the Prairie, hence the name of my house, but my home YouTube channel, sorry. Anyways, when I was growing up, it was just one of those shows that was comforting to me, I guess. So I liked to watch it when I was younger. And the things I liked about watching Little House on the Prairie was just, for one, the family togetherness, the, you know, being humble and kind, and you know, still being back to the basics, you know, making their own supplies, and, you know, the community togetherness, and just doing the things the community did as a community. You know, the family taking in other children besides their own, and, you know, just having that simplicity and the warmth and things like that that the family brought together. So anyways, yeah, that's one of my favorite shows. Aside from that, I really like westerns and things like that. I like shows of history and stuff like that. Anyways, what is my favorite book series or book? I don't really read a lot. I read a lot on, if I do, I don't really get to the library or anything like that of recently. But I do like to keep, I like old cookbooks, and I like old recipes and things like that. So I like to read those, but I also like to read seed catalogs. I love to learn about new flowers, and I love to learn about, you know, a vegetable I haven't seen before, or things like that. I love to learn about, you know, things about the Civil War. So I do have a few of those books and a few cookbooks from then. Anything that gets me back to the basics of where life used to be. It just seems more, I like to be connected, and so I like to read things about that. Let's see here. Oh, what is my favorite fictional character and why? I mean, if you want to really say Little House on the Prairie is fictional, okay. But I really don't have a fictional character. Okay. The next question is, what is your favorite thing to grow in the garden and why? Aside from vegetables that help our family through the year, I love to grow flowers. I love to grow color. I love planting things in my memorial garden for my children that brings life. You know, it helps me grow something for them as to be, you know, them still growing, and it's a way for me to help honor them. So flowers is something I like to grow, and it doesn't matter. Some of my favorites are zinnias, and they're just a wide variety. Nordstrom, marigolds. What else do I plant? Roses. Oh, I have some honeysuckles. I have trumpeter flowers. I have I like echinacea and black-eyed Susans, and I'll just have to plant a whole bunch, and petunias. I love petunias because it's an old-fashioned flowers. So anyways, yes, flowers are one of my favorite things to grow. Okay, the next question. Most of us have done a seed inventory at this point. What seed do you still want to buy? Oh, what seed do I still want to buy? There's many flower seeds that I haven't gotten, but to name a specific, I couldn't tell you. I think, you know, whenever I go seed shopping in the catalogs, there's always something that I want to come to and buy. Let me think. What I haven't gotten for my garden yet. Aside from, you know, there's not any vegetable garden or ones that I haven't picked out. I want to stay pretty much true to what we're going to eat, to what I'm going to grow. So mostly I haven't got any black-eyed Susans yet, so maybe I'll get some of those. But really, when I go to my garden, I need to have my basic needs are for growing for what we eat. Otherwise, it's growing for what I want, and sometimes that's going to be a little bit hard. But I do have some other things like rhubarb and strawberries, and you know, all of the berries and stuff that I still have to purchase, but that'll be in the future. Okay, so hopefully this year sometimes we'll get that. So next question. What are your top 3 activities you look forward to each year? Okay, so aside from spending time with my family, that takes number 1. But we like to go fishing and hunting, and I love spending time in the garden and just growing things. I like to cook for my family, And you know, when they come over and stuff, we like to have campfires and bonfires and sit by the fire and talk and look at the stars, or sometimes we'll sit out there if it's not raining and watching the lightning storms. And yes, that can be dangerous where we live here now, but I love the colors and looking at the stars, the simple things. So I do look forward to, one of my favorite holidays is 4th of July. And the next question is, I look forward to my reenactments as well. We have one coming up in May is our next reenactment. So getting things together to have to do our reenactments. So I do look forward to that. What is my favorite winter beverage? Has to be coffee. I love coffee. I love the smell of it. I love the smell of it brewing, having the coffee pot on my wood stove. I just like the taste of it. If I'm not drinking coffee, occasionally I'll drink tea or hot chocolate. Okay, so that was number 11. Here is number 12. If you were to wake up and there was no snow on the ground, what is your preferred activity? Oh, we still have snow on the ground, and it's not melting off, and we probably still have snow. Feels like until end of April. We're supposed to get some more snow. I think Sunday we're supposed to get snow. Sunday, Saturday, somewhere in there. Anyways, so when it first starts snowing, the snow first starts coming down, we like to go sledding. Just walking outside. I love to take pictures of snow on the trees and seeing the new things and stuff like that. We like to take the four-wheeler out and play in it. Hopefully next year we'll have some snowmobiles or something like that to go play in. But I like going out there playing with the kids and going down the hill. We have a hill on the side of our house, well in the back too, but they like to go down and use the sleds on that. Have the little kids come up, and great grandnephews and nieces come up and go sledding and things like that, play in the snow. Okay, so, and as part of this challenge, we have to tag 3 other channels. So that was that last number 12 was the snow question. So the last part of this challenge is tagging 3 other channels. So the 3 other channels is Mountain Grandma and okay, so the third question, our third one is Where to Begin Homestead. There's Mountain Grandma, and Bountiful Harvest is Abby's channel. Those are the 3 channels I'm tagging. So along with this challenge, I would like to pass on another challenge. And the challenge comes from my channel, but to other YouTube channels out there. And that channel is to, not just for the YouTubers, but for everybody out there. I would really like to start a Pay It Forward challenge. And then that challenge, I would like to pay it forward with gratitude, compassion, things that you may be able to do that are just simple things to pass on to someone. You know, having a smile for someone, you know, just passing on, waving at somebody, you know, be that light to somebody, you know. So my challenge is a Pay It Forward challenge. So I'm passing that on as well. So anyways, I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you enjoy these questions. And if there's any questions you have for me, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you for coming by.